Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here coming here for the first time. My name is Stephen the Jupitarian. Nice to meet you. And I'm an intuitive astrologer, certified tarot card reader, teacher, and I'm here to share with you some really cool things. And here we are. I have today, right now, as of 4:33 p.m. on the West Coast, where we have Cancer rising, Mars at 22 degrees and 24 minutes of Cancer. And okay, and I already had to. Sorry about that. Alrighty. And Venus is at 22 degrees of Pisces, making a very nice trine, water trine here. We have Venus in a water sign, Mars in a water sign, nothing in Scorpio, except for Vestal flame, the Vestal flame here. And Juno, what Juno? And we have, it's also making a nice, interesting square to the moon at 22 degrees today, right now. But interesting. So, and the moon is not opposing Jupiter. But you do have to look over here, not over here. There's this square between the moon and Cancer. Is that a square? No, that's an inconjunct. That's an inconjunction. Yes. The moon and Venus are making a square to each other. But okay, yes. But the moon is in conjunct Mars and Cancer. So Mars doesn't even see the moon, or the moon doesn't even see Mars. That's what an inconjunct means. An inconjunction means that they are averse to each other. They are blinded by, they cannot see. It's almost like having blinders on, like that. So yes. Alrighty, let's move on. Let's talk about the 26th, tomorrow, the 26th. The 27th. Nothing's changed since then. The 28th is when Mercury moves into Aquarius on Tuesday, the 28th of January. Let's move this into hours. Move Mercury into Aquarius on the 27th. Okay, let's see. Let's hour, and then we'll go back in minutes when we are 0, 0 degrees, 0 minutes of Aquarius for Mercury. Okay, 6, 52 p.m. on the West Coast. Tomorrow, on Monday, the 27th. Yes. Monday, the 27th. Correct? Yes. Mercury moves into Aquarius. We'll be thinking outside of the box, out of the box thinking, a very revolutionary, unusual ideas will come up to for you. Possibly, maybe. Oh, who knows? We'll see. So, and then we have on the 29th, we have our new moon. But before that, what's going on? Before that, anything? No. But except Mercury moving into Aquarius on the 27th, and then the 28th. The Mercury conjuncts Pluto on the 28th, 29th, possibly too, and also the 29th, yeah. Most likely on the 28th. But if we move this into back in hours and get Mercury to 1 degree, and the moon to 1 degree 17 minutes. All right, well, let's move this backwards. Okay. Oops. There you go. 1 degree 16 minutes. Mercury and the moon are conjunct. Mercury does not sextile. Huh, wait a minute. Does Mercury sextile? No. When Mercury is at 29 degrees, it'll sextile the north node, right? Yeah. Before Mercury conjuncts the moon, Mercury will make a sextile to the north node when Mercury is at 28, 29 degrees of Capricorn. And then the 28th, yeah, the moon enters Aquarius. And then the 29th, yeah, we have a new moon. Our moon, the moon, oh, let's move this back, where the moon and the sun are at the same degree of 9 degrees. And uh, I think 9 degrees and 50 minutes is when this new moon is occurring. Nope. 51, 9 minutes and 51 minutes. This new moon is the sun conjuncts the moon. So we have a new moon. And we have Mercury here at 2 degrees, which is within orb of this conjunction. So there's a Mercury conjunction here with this new moon. Would be about 7 degree orb, or give or take or a degree. So yes, that's a very close one. Venus is at 25 degrees between Saturn and the Uranus, and Neptune. So Venus is squished between these 2 or 3 planets. This is Cupido. This is Pallas Athena, the wisdom goddess, the goddess of wisdom, if you want to call her that. And okay, we have Mars at 21 degrees of Cancer at this time on the 29th. And we'll have Sagittarius rising during this new moon. Sagittarius at 26 degrees, 23 minutes, when this new moon is exact on the West Coast. Add 3 hours for yourself on the East Coast. Every other place, you can calculate that for yourselves. And Jupiter will be in your 7th house. In the 7th house, Jupiter, the ruler of your 1st house, and the 4th house is in your 7th house of relationships, one-to-one contract, one-to-one negotiations, contracts, and open enemies, possibly. But that could be a possibility. So yes, let's move on to, so we have the new moon in Aquarius, new beginnings. As I said in the previous video, what all that means for you: manifest new things, let go of old thought patterns, because we have Mercury in the mix here too. And Pluto, yeah, well, that's just a little too far out, not close enough to be in a conjunction with the sun and the moon. For me, anyway. Although you could, some astrologers could say that Pluto is in there too, but outer planets seem to have a smaller orb for me, like at least a 2 or 3 orb difference between outer planets and inner planets. It's closer to Mercury, but Mercury and Pluto are conjunct. But uh, I would not consider it conjunct the sun and the moon. Pluto, anyway. Mercury is a little closer to, and it's really close to the sun. Anyway, it's never 1 degree, one sign away from the sun. So, okay, what else do we see here? Um, we have a lot of sextiles going on here. Um, the sun will be making a sextile to, as I said in a previous video, the sun will sextile Chiron this month in January. Anyway, in February, I mean February. All right, let's go to the 30th of January. The 30th of January. All right. Mars is now at 20 degrees, 54 minutes, retrograde in Cancer. The moon is at 20 degrees of Aquarius, 10 degrees away from the sun, which is a very wide orb. It's still and we're still within the new moon cycle here. So the new moon cycle could happen. It didn't have to happen the day of the new moon, but you can manifest a lot of things between now and the next moon cycle. And between now and the full moon, I think. Which will be February 12th. Let's see, the 31st. I'm so sorry. Jeez. And I have this at 4:36 a.m. So Sagittarians rising. 4:36 a.m. on January 31st. February 1st. Okay, finally, we are in February. Where on February 1st, Venus will be conjunct Neptune. Venus at 27 degrees, well, 58 minutes, but yeah, 51 minutes, and Neptune at 27, 51 minutes, 58 minutes. But with today, later, well, as the day progresses, it'll move closer to Neptune, and they'll be, well, it is conjunct right now. They're both at the same degree. And the moon has not moved into Libra yet, has it? The moon has not moved into Libra. Where's the moon? Oh, wait, no. February 1st. No, the moon will not move into Libra. The moon will move into Pisces on the 1st, right? Or the 2nd. Where the hell is the moon? Oh, hmm. the moon is in Aries on the 2nd of February. Right. The moon is in Pisces on the 1st of February. I The moon is in Pisces on the 1st of February. Okay. This is for February 2025, right? Yes. The moon is in Pisces. Okay. On the 2nd, the moon moves into Aries. On the 3rd, it's in Aries. The 4th, it'll be in Taurus. The moon will be in Taurus on the 3rd of and the 4th of February. Well, yeah. Later in the day on the 3rd, late at night, overnight hours, the moon will be in Taurus. And the 4th, Venus moves into Aries, right? Yes. On the 4th. And Jupiter goes direct on this day also, right? Yes, it does. Let's see. Oh, Lordy. Let's see. Now I want to, let's stop this share and we'll, all right. I'm not seeing what I need to see here. All right. Venus moves into Pisces. Yes. The 1st, Venus is in Pisces on the 1st of February. And then the 2nd, the moon moves into Aries. Venus follows on the 4th. Yes. The 3rd and the 4th, yeah. Mercury, Jupiter, so Jupiter is retrograde on the 3rd. And then on the 4th, Mercury moves direct. On the 3rd, Mercury will make a trine. Mercury in the Aquarius, correct? Yes. We'll make a trine to Jupiter before it goes direct. Venus conjuncts the north node here. Mars will square Chiron. Here's Mars at 19 and Chiron at 19 degrees of Mars in 19 degrees Cancer. Chiron, 19 degrees of Aries, making a square. Depending on where it is in your chart, this will be an interesting time for revolutionary things happening and taking actions to heal a wound of some sort, or taking action to heal try to heal or well, it won't be healed completely, but it will alleviate and put a band-aid on it pretty much. You know, at least that much I know. And I am going to need to pause this recording again. I'm sorry. All right, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a long video, but we will get through it. And by the end of the day, the moon will be moved by, yeah, this is at 4:36 a.m. So, but at the later in the day, the moon enters Taurus on the 3rd of February. Whoops. Let's go back in hours. See. The moon enters Taurus later in the, yeah, 8:30 something, yeah, around there. Yeah. Or 8. All right, so it'll be in the evening, 7 something, when the moon enters Taurus on the 3rd. Okay. So let's go back in hours. Okay, we'll go. This is the 3rd of February. Let's go to the 4th of February, where Jupiter, I've already showed you, Jupiter will be going direct, and then the moon on the 5th of February, the moon at 22 degrees. Well, and when the moon is at 17 degrees, it'll be making a first quarter, it'll be a first quarter moon. And then we have the moon moves into Gemini on the 6th. Or it moves into it on the 5th, in the early morning on the 5th. And then on the 6th, moon's still in Gemini. On the 7th, on the 7th. Oh, wait a minute. Venus, oh, wait a minute. Venus entered Aries on the 4th also, right? Yes. And then on the 6th, on the 7th, Venus is now in her detriment in Aries. and it'll be making a sext. She'll be making a sextile to Pluto at 2 degrees. Yes, see, here's Pluto, see, Venus at 2 degrees, Pluto at 2 degrees, making a sextile that's 60-degree angle to each other. A sextile, and then the sun in Aquarius will be making a sextile to Chiron. Again, as I said in my previous video. And February 8th, the moon moves into Cancer. Down here, the moon is in Cancer, and Mars is still retrograde. It's the only planet that's retrograde at the moment until we get to, as I said in a previous video, I just wanted to share with you what I was talking about. So on the 9th of February, the sun will be conjunct Mercury. Here you go, the sun conjunct Mercury. And then Mars will be making a trine to Saturn. Here's Mars in Cancer. Where's Cancer? Cancer is down here to Saturn up here at 7 at 8, Mars at 18, Saturn at 18 degrees. They're making trine. A very formidable and very positive. Trines are positive, but they're both malefic planets, so this trine can be an interesting. It'll be an interesting day on February 9th. It's a Sunday, so take it easy. Probably won't have to do much. It's a Sunday, so and this trine will still be in effect on the 10th and the 11th. So the moon moves into Leo, which will be opposing Pluto, the sun, and then Mercury this week, or this couple days, the 26th. So this is the opposition, the moon Mercury opposition. And we'll have a full moon. We'll also have a full moon on the 12th of February. At 24, I showed you that I spoke about that on the previous video. So Thursday, the 13th, not much happening. The moon is in Virgo, but that's about it. So probably feeling we need to be more organized, more prepared for what's coming next. We'll be probably feeling that all the details need to be seen, all the T's needed to be crossed, I's needed to be dotted, things like that. And we'll be feeling very detail oriented. And this moon will be opposing these planets in Pisces very soon. the 14th, well, yes, on the 14th, Mercury moves into Pisces. Valentine's Day all around the world. Valentine's Day. Mercury moves into Pisces. Well, you might be your emotions and your thoughts will be emotions, become emotions, and more intuitive, and things of that nature. Mercury in Pisces. Yes, as I said, you'll be thinking in pictures and images may come to you. Yes. And then on the 15th, the moon moves into Virgo. I'm sorry, Libra. The moon moves into Libra, where we'll be feeling more balanced. It'll be opposing Venus on this day. Moon opposing Venus on the 15th. The moon will oppose Venus. On the 15th, and then the 16th. Well, the moon will be opposing Chiron eventually on the 16th. And then let's move it another day. The 17th. Later that day, the moon will move into Scorpio, where it will trine Mercury and all these planets next 2 days in Pisces. The moon will trine Mars. Will make a trine to Mars also. So we'll be having a grand water trine very soon. And probably here, yes. The moon to Mars, the moon to Saturn, Saturn to Mars. We'll be having a grand trine on the 19th. The sun and when the sun before the sun moves into Pisces, that is. Or is it, let's see. Let's move this back in hours. Is it a trine when? Okay, man. I want to aspect things. Oh, no, that's in Pisces. That's in Pisces. That's in Mars. That's not in. Okay. Pluto. Okay. Let's see. Yes, we have a trine, a grand water trine on the 19th and the 18th. Yes. Well, the moon doesn't get into this trine until the 19th. So yeah, okay. After the sun gets into Pisces on the 18th. Okay. Let's go to the 19th, the 20th, the 20th. The moon enters Sagittarius. We have a third quarter Sagittarius moon. Mercury makes a square. Mercury is making a square. Yes, Mercury at 11 degrees, and Jupiter is at 11 degrees of Pisces and Gemini. Mercury 11 degrees Pisces, Jupiter 11 degrees Gemini. We have a square. As I spoke to you before in my previous video. Alrighty. And then we move into the moon moves into, let's see, the 21st. February 21st. Mars is still retrograde. The moon is still in Sagittarius. Anything else has moved? No. Everything is except the moon is still in Sagittarius on the 20th, 21st, on the 22nd, later in the day, this moon moves into Capricorn, and Neptune will conjunct the North Node. Correct? Yes. Then let's move to the 23rd, where we have Mars is going to be going direct later in the day, but Mercury will trine Mars before then. Mercury, let's see. Actually, let's move this ahead. Let's see. Move Mercury is 17 degrees. Here's Mercury 17 degrees. And Mars at 17 degrees, yes. We have a trine. We have a trine, a water trine. Yeah, as I spoke to you before. Yes, 17 degrees. Mercury, 17 degrees Pisces. Mars is 17 degrees of Cancer. So, and then later in the day, Mars will go direct. And I'll show you when. Mars is still retro. Mars is here in the 12th house. And then we'll move it ahead an hour, another hour, until, let's see, 5 something. When Mars starts his move to move direct. Yeah, okay. I hit that button too many times. Okay, stop. Okay. Let's move this to 50 something. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay. Yeah. So here we are. 5:59:48 seconds, and then 5:59:49 seconds. Mars moves direct. All the planets are direct now on February 23rd in the evening or nighttime, depending on where you are. This could be the 24th in some places. So, depending on your time zone. So, let's move on to the 24th. The 24th. Now that every planet has moved direct, the moon will enter Aquarius in a very short time. Yeah. The moon will enter Aquarius in the morning on the west coast at the moon will move into Aquarius at, yeah, in the morning. At 9 something, 10. No, 9 something. At 9:39 p.m. on February 24th. The moon moves into Aquarius on the 24th of February, when Mercury is moving closer to Saturn, but on the 25th. On the 25th. Let's move this back hours. Mercury is a very fast moving planet. So Mercury will be at 20 degrees and Saturn at 20 degrees. Um, so yeah, Mercury 14, yeah, 20 degrees, 14 minutes, Saturn, yeah, well, that's close enough. So they will have a conjunction of Mercury and Saturn. I spoke about this in a previous video. Okay. And then we move ahead in days. We're getting closer to this new moon, so yeah, in Pisces. So on the 26th, the moon is still in Aquarius. And this conjunction is getting further apart, but there's still a conjunction between Mercury and Saturn. Mercury is just separating from this exact conjunction right now. It's starting to anyway. And then on the 27th, the moon moves into Pisces. And then later on in the evening, we have our new moon in Pisces at 9 or 10 degrees. 9 degrees, actually. On February 27th, we have our new moon. Yes, our new moon at 9 degrees 41 minutes, I think. Let's see. Or 9 degrees 40 minutes, yes. 9 degrees and 40 minutes. We have a new moon in Pisces. On the west coast, it'll be Leo rising when this new moon is occurring. So this will be in your 8th house for you, Leo risings. If you're on the west coast. Anyway, calculate for your own, because this rising sign will be different for every time zone also. So this is the 27th when we have our new moon. 9 degrees, 40 minutes. And then the 28th, the last day of February. We're still in the new moon cycle. And I'm sorry. So I'm sorry, getting text messages. So yeah, actually, I'm also celebrating the 27th year of my bachelor's degree that I received my bachelor's degree 27 years ago today. And also 23 years ago today, I received my master's degree. So we're celebrating all over the place here today. I'm getting text messages because yeah, I announced that on Facebook today. And then we'll move into the 28th of February, the last day of February, the 28th, where nothing has changed. We have the moon still in Pisces, which is closer to Mercury. And the moon was conjunct the sun, and it was conjunct. Then the moon conjunct Saturn. I'm sorry, it'll conjunct Mercury, and then the North Node, and then Neptune on the 28th, and then we go to March 1st. March 1st. The moon enters Aries in the let's see. When does the moon enter Aries? Exactly. On March 1st. Oops. Wait a minute. March 1st at around 2:30 about, let's say. Or 2. I'm really bad at this because it's at 0 degrees 21 minutes when I'm doing this. It's now 18 minutes. It's 2:20. Okay, so at 1:52 a.m., the moon will be in Aries. And Venus, and Mercury will also conjunct the North Node. Mercury will conjunct the North Node on the 1st of March. And so yes, that's quite something, isn't it? That's all of February and March 1st, which will also be my solar return, which I'm going to share with you right now. Here's my chart, my natal chart, and then I'll just do a quick solar return for March 1st. So here's my solar return. It's the outer wheel. I will have a Gemini rising. Jupiter will be transiting my solar return first house in my seventh. So it's gonna be an interesting year. It'll be an eighth house perfection year because I'm going to be 55 this year. And 55, the year's 55 is an eighth house perfection year, which is ruled by the moon. Mars is here in the eighth house. The sun is back to where it's supposed to be. So let me share with you what this is. So my ascendant is in the seventh house. Well, the ascendant is my solar return is here. Actually, let me just share my solar return chart first as a standalone so you can see. So, and it's a rule, since Mercury is my first house of my solar return, Mercury rules this house. And I have Mercury in Pisces in the 10th. So it'll be a career move year. It'll be a communicative year for me. Mars will definitely be taking some action in my financial house. Maybe cutting cutting my spending down a bit, which I need to do. These past years, I've been spending a lot. So yeah, Mars will probably cut all that and say, no more spending. Spend less and or find a lot of sales. I'm really good at finding sales anyway, so that's a good thing. The IC is in my third house here. So I'll probably be feeling at home with my neighbors. And it rules the sun. The third house rules the sun, and the sun is in the 10th house. So people in the 10th house, people in my career, people from that I'm well known for, may be feeling like they're neighbors to me. We shall see. Uh, what else is there? We have this stellium of planets in Pisces, and we have the moon and Venus. The moon in Aries and Venus in Aries. Venus is not very good, happy here in Aries. Venus is in detriment in my 11th house. So Venus, well, I may be enjoying my friends and stuff like that, but it'll be a little dicey, maybe. I'll let you know what this coming year is all about. And Pluto is going in my 9th house of transforming my spiritual practices, which I'm already doing. I am very spiritual, as you can tell from my soul and my natal chart. So, the solar return ascendant will be in my 7th house. Mercury will be down here. The ruling planet Mercury at 27 degrees it will be conjunct in the North Node, and they'll be conjunct my natal Venus. And Saturn is at 20 degrees. Saturn is going to be conjuncting Venus too at 20 degrees exactly. So yeah, this is within orb, but 20 degrees and 20, yep, that's the same exact degree. So they'll be conjunct. The sun is conjunct and the sun is conjunct the sun and the North Node. I'll have Ceres here at 2 degrees. So probably doing some things around the home. Doing some things that are fun. Venus in the 5th house. Well, Venus in the 5th. Venus in the 5th. Let's see. Wait a minute. Venus in the 5th. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh God. How about we go to Venus in the 5th. No, I don't think Venus is. Let me check something here. Venus is in her joy in the 5th house. How about, yep, Venus is in her joy in the 5th house. I actually like that idea. And I paused the share. Oh, great. Yes. So, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. No. I want to, where the heck? Uh, what the heck? Hold on. All right, here it is. Yes. Venus in the 5th house. Venus is in my 5th house of his joy. In Aries. Detriment. Interesting. Ugh. Alrighty. Well, this is gonna be fun year. The IC is in my ninth house, so I'll probably feel like I'm at home, and that's interesting to me. So everything's going to be upside down. My MC is down here. The IC is down up here. In my natal chart, the IC is in Aries and the MC is in Libra in my natal chart, but in my solar return, Aquarius and Leo. Wow. Well, a lot of different things will be. Pluto is going through my third house, so there'll be a lot of transformation with communications. Most definitely, yes. So let me stop my share before I go on anymore. This was just a little part of piece of my upcoming solar return on March 1st, which isn't far away. So I wanted to share that with you. And all right, thank you for watching. My name is Stephen the Jupiterian, and I appreciate all 117 of you. And please, I'm actually hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, even if you've watched videos of mine and you have been and you watch this content. Subscribe, get my numbers up there. Thank you. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you.